When I was 16, I was completely broke and needed to go get a job, so I got the Yellow Pages out and I couldn't find one thing that I wanted to do. So I decided I was going to push as hard as I could to be a musician and win at it. I'm painting, whatever. I want to be able to sell that, for all of time. You can rent it, you can borrow it, for a little bit. We can all get paid from it, but then, as long as you own your work, it's cool. Ownership of the master, or else you're a slave. I don't mind fans singing the songs. My problem is when the industry covers the music. A lot of times people think I'm doing Sinead O'Connor's song and Shaka Khan's song, when in fact I wrote those songs. And it's okay when my friends ask to do them, but there's this thing called the compulsory license law, which allows artists through the record companies to take your music at will without your permission. And that doesn't exist in any other art form. It's obvious now that artists are supposed to own their master recordings. I mean, in the future, it'll be unconscionable to even think you can take somebody's creation and claim ownership of it. It's helped the people who sell the music. For an artist, they don't make the money they used to. And I think we tend not to value things we can get for free.
Right.
If you put anything in the place of music and say you got it for free, you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll hear a lot of talk about, will he ever match the success of such and such and such and such? I'm not on that road. You can put out a record. SoundScan refuses to count as many as they actually sell. Meanwhile, when you go overseas and you check some of the barcodes and titles over there, they've already ripped you off. Also, the influx of the internet, those sales. So we never really knew what Purple Rain sold. I don't know to this day. I only know what they tell me. Purple Rain and that whole situation, Thriller, that whole situation, Like a Virgin, that whole situation. I mean, that was a time period. And it's our journey, It's not for somebody who doesn't play music to step up and say, that's not as good as. I write so much because it is therapy for me. You're evolving your spirit, actually. Every time you go back into the well, and the more I write, the more stuff I put out, the quicker I get to my destination. My father left his piano at the house when he left. I wasn't allowed to play it when he was there because I wasn't as good as him. When he left, I was determined to get as good as him. We learn like that. We learn from being shown. It doesn't come from books and just reading it. We need to be shown. Miles Davis was a friend when he was alive, and he was a wonderful mentor and really, really funny. Could critique something you've done by humor, and out of love. Early in my career, I tried to compensate for that by being as flashy as I could and as noisy as I could.
Risque stuff and want to separate yourself from it?
Well, when you're 20 years old, you're looking for the ledge. You want to see how far you can push everything. As an artist, I just went there just to find it. Creating your own universe is the key to it, I believe, and letting all the people that you need occupy that universe. The lyrics to When Doves Cry was, dig if you will the picture of me, Marvin Gaye, and the kids. Swore up and down, Little Red Corvette was pay the rent, collect.
Yeah. Isn't it nice to celebrate the day you was born?
And I'll celebrate the day I die.
Because you're going to move on to the next path in life.